Thanks, Madam Chair. My amendment is simple. It would only affect my home state of Pennsylvania. Specifically, my amendment would prohibit Pennsylvania from utilizing federal funding to toll existing roads and bridges on federal highway systems that are not currently tolled. Earlier this year, the Pennsylvania Department of Transportation, PennDOT, proposed tolling 9 major bridges across my Commonwealth. This is nothing more than a tax on Pennsylvania's workers and families who use these bridges every day to travel to work and school. It will be disproportionately severe, and it would disproportionately impact our nation's tradesmen, our medical professionals, and others who aren't part of what I call the Zoom class. It will also devastate seniors living on fixed incomes. Further, this proposal will push traffic onto local roads, creating congestion and safety concerns. PennDOT's proposed tolling is especially egregious as Pennsylvania currently has a $10 billion surplus thanks to $2.9 billion in unanticipated income sales and tax revenue and an additional $7.2 billion in federal COVID relief funding. So think about that. Pennsylvania has a $10 billion surplus, yet still there is a push to go out of the way to tax people who have to drive to work sites, who have to drive to hospitals, while almost going out of their way to exempt people who sit at home on Zoom videos all day. My good friend and colleague also has an opinion, and my good friend and colleague being Congressman G.T. Thompson. His district is home to 2 of the 9 bridges that I discussed. He has been a leader in the fight to stop these tolls, and he recently uncovered inconsistencies in PennDOT's proposal. Let me elaborate on that. While PennDOT's secretary testified that the tolls would only remain in effect for 10 to 15 years, less than a week later, that same PennDOT secretary told Representative Thompson the tolls would last for 30 to 35 years. Clearly, PennDOT is not giving us the full picture. So I recognize the need to find a sustainable funding mechanism to fix Pennsylvania's roads and bridges. I get that. But this is a conversation that should include stakeholder input and consideration of the state's $10 billion surplus. Taxing Pennsylvanians in the form of new tolls is simply just not the answer. So I'd ask my colleagues to support this amendment, and I yield back the balance of my time.